Ladies and gentlemen, as I stand before you today, I want to begin with a question. Have you ever felt a whisper of destiny in your heart, urging you to rise up and take action? It's that feeling that stirs within us when we know we are on the brink of something extraordinary, something that promises to change not just our lives, but the lives of those around us. Today, I want to talk about the idea that the prophecy for America has already begun, and how each of us plays a crucial role in manifesting that future. In the tapestry of our nation's history, there have been moments that ignited change, moments when a few brave souls dared to dream, to envision a brighter tomorrow. Think of the Declaration of Independence, a bold proclamation that sparked a revolution. Or consider the Civil Rights Movement, where the courage of a few inspired a nation to confront its deepest injustices. These pivotal events remind us that change is not just a distant dream. It is a reality waiting to be realized, and it begins with us. The first step in this journey is embracing the power of vision. Vision is not merely a dream, it is a roadmap to our future. It's the North Star guiding us through the storms of uncertainty. Imagine yourself as a ship navigating uncharted waters. Without a destination, you drift aimlessly, tossed by the waves of life. But with a clear vision, you can chart a course, steer your ship, and weather any storm. Let me share a personal story. Several years ago, I faced a crossroads in my life. I was overwhelmed, unsure of my purpose. In the midst of this uncertainty, I stumbled upon a vision board workshop. Skeptical yet curious, I decided to give it a try. As I cut out images and words that resonated with my dreams, something incredible happened. I began to see a clearer picture of my future. That simple act of visualizing my goals ignited a fire within me. It propelled me to take action, to step out of my comfort zone, and to pursue opportunities I had never imagined. This is the power of vision. It transforms our aspirations into tangible goals. When we visualize our dreams, we create a magnetic force that draws us closer to our desired reality. So I ask you, what is your vision? What do you want to achieve? Take a moment to reflect on that. Your vision is the first step in fulfilling the prophecy for America, a prophecy that calls for transformation, empowerment, and unity. The second key to unlocking the prophecy for America is cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. Life will throw challenges our way. It's an inevitable part of the human experience. But it is how we respond to these challenges that defines us. Resilience is not simply bouncing back. It is the ability to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined as we navigate life's obstacles. Think of the story of Thomas Edison. After countless failures in his quest to invent the electric light bulb, someone once asked him how it felt to fail 1,000 times. Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." His unwavering determination in the face of repeated setbacks is a testament to the power of resilience. Each failure was not a dead end, but a stepping stone toward success. As we embrace our visions, we must also prepare for the inevitable hurdles along the way. Embrace failure as a teacher, not a foe. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to grow. When we cultivate resilience, we not only empower ourselves, we inspire those around us to rise above their challenges as well. So ask yourself, what challenges are you facing right now? How can you turn those challenges into opportunities for growth? Remember, every great achievement was once considered impossible. The final key to realizing the prophecy for America is fostering community and collaboration. Change is rarely achieved in isolation. It thrives in the fertile ground of collaboration and unity. When we come together, our collective strength magnifies our individual efforts. The power of community can transform dreams into reality as we support and uplift one another. Consider the story of the Civilian Conservation Corps during the Great Depression. Thousands of young men came together to work on public projects, planting trees, building parks, and creating jobs. It was not just about the work they accomplished, it was about the bonds they formed, the sense of purpose they discovered, and the legacy they left behind. They proved that when we unite for a common cause, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. Today, we have the opportunity to build communities that reflect our shared values and aspirations. Look around you. Who can you collaborate with? Who can you support on their journey? By lifting others, we elevate ourselves. Let's create spaces where ideas flourish, where diverse perspectives are celebrated, and where we work together toward a common goal. As we stand on the brink of a new destiny, let us remember that the prophecy for America is not a passive dream. It is a call to action. It invites us to embrace our visions, cultivate resilience, and foster collaboration. Every one of us has a role to play in this unfolding story. We are the architects of our future, the dreamers of our dreams, and the doers of our deeds. So I challenge you today. What action will you take? What vision will you pursue? How will you foster resilience in your life and lift others as you rise? The time for action is now. Let us rise together, united in purpose and spirit, as we fulfill the prophecy for America that has already begun. As we delve deeper into this journey, let's explore the essence of what it means to be part of something greater than ourselves. We often hear the phrase, "It takes a village," and it's true. The strength of our communities lies in our willingness to connect, to share, and to support one another. Think back to the moments in your life when you felt overwhelmed, when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear. In those moments, who stood by you? Who lifted you up? These connections are the threads that weave the fabric of our society, binding us together in shared purpose and mutual support. Let's consider the impact of mentorship. A mentor is someone who sees the potential in you that you may not yet see in yourself. They guide you, challenge you, and help you navigate the complexities of your journey. Reflect on your own experiences. Who has been a mentor in your life? How did they influence your path? Mentorship creates a ripple effect, empowering individuals to reach heights they never thought possible. It's an act of service that not only transforms the mentee, but also enriches the mentor's life, creating a cycle of growth and empowerment. Imagine a young person standing at a crossroads, unsure of which path to take. They feel lost, discouraged, and alone. Now picture someone stepping in, perhaps a teacher, a coach, or a community leader, offering guidance and encouragement. That simple act of kindness can change everything. It can ignite a passion for learning, inspire a commitment to service, and ultimately shape a future leader. This is the power of community. This is the potential we unlock when we choose to invest in one another. As we navigate our individual journeys, let us not forget the importance of giving back. Each of us has unique gifts and talents that can benefit those around us. Whether it's through volunteering, sharing our knowledge, or simply lending a listening ear, our contributions matter. They create a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate circles. When we lift others, we elevate ourselves, fostering a culture of support and resilience. In our increasingly interconnected world, we also face unique challenges that test our resolve and our unity. We witness division, conflict, and misunderstanding that can feel overwhelming. Yet it is precisely in these moments of adversity that we have the opportunity to rise as a collective force for good. When faced with differences, we can choose to listen, to seek understanding, and to find common ground. This is not merely an act of tolerance, it is an act of love. Let's take a moment to consider the power of empathy. Empathy is the bridge that connects us, allowing us to step into another's shoes and see the world through their eyes. It requires vulnerability and courage, but it is essential for fostering genuine connections. When we practice empathy, we break down barriers and build bridges. We create spaces where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. Think about the last time you experienced a moment of empathy. Perhaps it was when a friend shared their struggles, and instead of offering solutions, you simply listened. You allowed them to feel their feelings, to express their fears and hopes. That moment of connection can be transformative, not just for the person sharing, but for you as well. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. We are all part of a shared human experience. As we embrace empathy, We also cultivate an environment where collaboration thrives. When we approach our differences with curiosity rather than judgment, we open the door to innovative solutions. Diverse perspectives enrich our conversations and challenge our assumptions. They spark creativity and drive progress. In a world that often feels polarized, let us commit to fostering an inclusive culture where all voices are heard and valued. Now, let's shift our focus to the power of action. It's one thing to envision a better future. It's another to take the necessary steps to make it a reality. Action is the catalyst that transforms dreams into tangible outcomes. It is the bridge between intention and reality. Yet taking action can often feel daunting. Fear of failure, uncertainty, and self-doubt can hold us back. But remember, every great achievement begins with a single step. Consider the story of the Wright brothers. They faced countless challenges and setbacks in their quest to achieve powered flight. Their early attempts were met with skepticism and failure, yet they persevered. They took each failure as a lesson, learning from it and refining their approach. Finally, on December 17, 1903, they achieved what many deemed impossible. That moment marked a turning point in human history, illustrating the power of relentless pursuit. As we reflect on our own lives, I urge you to embrace the mindset of the Wright brothers. When faced with challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I adapt and move forward? Each obstacle is an opportunity for growth, a chance to refine our strategies and strengthen our resolve. Moreover, let's recognize the importance of setting realistic, actionable goals. Dreams can feel overwhelming, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps can make them feel achievable. Write down your goals, create a plan, and hold yourself accountable. Share your aspirations with others, inviting them to support you on your journey. When we articulate our goals, we bring them into the realm of possibility. Let's also celebrate the power of small actions. It's easy to overlook the impact of seemingly insignificant steps, but they accumulate over time, leading to profound change. Whether it's dedicating a few minutes each day to learning a new skill, reaching out to a friend in need, or volunteering in your community, these small actions matter. They contribute to a larger narrative of progress and transformation. As we continue our journey, let's not forget the importance of self-care. In our quest to uplift others and pursue our dreams, we must also prioritize our well-being. We cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking care of ourselves physically, emotionally, and mentally enables us to show up fully for ourselves and for others. It's not selfish, it's essential. Consider the analogy of the oxygen mask on an airplane. In an emergency, we are instructed to put on our own mask before assisting others. This principle applies to life as well. When we nurture our own well-being, we are better equipped to support and uplift those around us. So take time to recharge, to pursue your passions, and to cultivate joy in your life. As we journey together, let's also recognize the importance of celebrating progress, both big and small. In our fast-paced world, we often rush from one goal to the next, overlooking the milestones we achieve along the way. Celebration is a powerful motivator. It reinforces our commitment to our goals and inspires us to keep moving forward. So take a moment to acknowledge your accomplishments, to reflect on how far you've come, and to express gratitude for the journey. Now let's bring our focus back to the broader context of our nation's prophecy. We are living in a time of unprecedented change and opportunity. The challenges we face, be it climate change, social injustice, or economic inequality, are daunting, but they also present us with a unique opportunity to come together and create meaningful solutions. This is our moment to rise, to harness our collective strengths, and to build a future that reflects our shared values. In this pivotal moment, we must also recognize the importance of civic engagement. Each of us has a voice, a vote, and the power to influence the direction of our communities and our nation. Civic engagement is not just about participating in elections. It encompasses advocating for change, supporting local initiatives, and holding our leaders accountable. When we engage in the democratic process, we ensure that our collective voices are heard. Consider the impact of grassroots movements throughout history. From women's suffrage to the fight for civil rights, these movements were fueled by the collective action of individuals who dared to dream of a better future. They remind us that change is possible when we come together with a shared vision and a commitment to action. As we look to the future, let us also be mindful of the legacy we leave behind. What do we want our children and grandchildren to inherit? What values do we want to instill in the next generation? It is our responsibility to create a world that reflects our deepest aspirations for justice, equality, and opportunity. This is not just about us, it's about the generations to come. In closing, I want to leave you with this thought. The prophecy for America is not a distant dream. It is a call to action that begins with each one of us. We have the power to shape our future, to inspire change, and to create a world that reflects our shared values. Embrace your vision, cultivate resilience, and foster community. Take action, prioritize self-care, and celebrate progress. As we gather in this moment, I want to emphasize the profound impact of our individual choices on the collective narrative of our society. Each decision we make, no matter how small, contributes to the larger story we are writing together. Think about the power of a single act of kindness. A smile shared with a stranger, a helping hand extended to someone in need, or even a simple word of encouragement can create ripples of positivity that extend far beyond our immediate surroundings. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on the stories we've heard throughout our lives. Stories of ordinary people who took extraordinary actions. Consider the story of a young woman named Malala Yousafzai. At just 15 years old, she stood up against oppression, advocating for girls' education in Pakistan. When faced with unimaginable danger, she did not back down. Instead, she chose to raise her voice. Her courage transformed her into a global symbol for peace and education. Malala reminds us that age or circumstance does not define our ability to effect change. It is our commitment to our values, our willingness to act in the face of adversity, that shapes our impact on the world. As we navigate our journeys, we must also recognize the significance of storytelling itself. Stories are the threads that weave our connections. They allow us to share our experiences, our triumphs, and our challenges. They give voice to our struggles and illuminate the paths we've walked. When we share our stories, we not only connect with one another on a deeper level, but we also inspire others to find their own strength. The stories we tell can ignite the flames of hope and resilience in those who may be facing their own battles. Imagine standing in a circle with a group of friends, sharing your experiences. Each person's story adds a new layer of understanding, building a tapestry of shared humanity. In these moments, we recognize that we are not alone. We find solace in the realization that others have faced similar struggles, and we draw strength from their journeys. Let us commit to sharing our stories, to creating spaces where vulnerability is welcomed and authenticity is celebrated. Now let's shift our focus to the power of education and lifelong learning. Education is not just a pathway to knowledge. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. It equips us with the tools we need to navigate the complexities of the world. But education extends beyond formal schooling. It encompasses the lessons we learn through life experiences, interactions, and reflections. Consider the powerful narrative of Dr. Maya Angelou, who overcame tremendous adversity to become a celebrated author and activist. Her journey was not defined by her circumstances, but rather by her relentless pursuit of knowledge and understanding. She once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This insight speaks to the importance of connecting with others on an emotional level, of recognizing the profound impact we have on one another. In our quest for knowledge, let us also embrace the concept of growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be avoided. When we adopt a growth mindset, we open ourselves to new possibilities and expand our horizons. Think of the stories of famous innovators like Steve Jobs or Albert Einstein, who faced setbacks and failures throughout their careers. They didn't allow those setbacks to define them. Instead, they used them as stepping stones toward greatness. Each failure became a lesson, an essential part of their journey toward success. We can all learn from their experiences, recognizing that our setbacks do not define us, they refine us. As we cultivate a growth mindset, we also nurture a sense of curiosity. Curiosity fuels our desire to explore, to ask questions, and to seek understanding. It pushes us to expand our knowledge beyond the confines of our comfort zones. Let's encourage ourselves and one another to remain curious, to embrace the unknown, and to seek out new experiences. In our rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is crucial. Change can feel unsettling, but it also offers us the opportunity to innovate and evolve. As we face the challenges of our time, whether it's technological advancements, environmental shifts, or social changes, we must cultivate the resilience to adapt and thrive. Let's take a moment to reflect on the importance of adaptability in our lives. Think about a time when you were faced with an unexpected change. Perhaps it was a job loss, a relocation, or a shift in personal circumstances. How did you respond? Did you resist the change, or did you embrace it as an opportunity for growth? Our ability to adapt is a testament to our resilience and our commitment to pursuing our goals despite the challenges we encounter. Now let's delve deeper into the theme of collaboration. In a world that often emphasizes individual achievement, we must remember that collaboration is the key to unlocking our collective potential. When we come together, we create a synergy that amplifies our strengths and allows us to tackle challenges more effectively. Consider the story of the Apollo 11 mission. It was not just the work of a few astronauts, but the culmination of the efforts of thousands of scientists, engineers, and visionaries who collaborated to achieve a shared goal: landing a human on the moon. Each person played a vital role in the success of the mission, demonstrating the power of teamwork and collaboration. As we reflect on this story, let's ask ourselves, how can we foster collaboration in our own lives? How can we build bridges between individuals and communities to create a more inclusive and supportive environment? Collaboration begins with open communication, active listening, and a willingness to value diverse perspectives. In our communities, we can create opportunities for collaboration through initiatives that bring people together. Consider organizing community events, workshops, or forums where individuals can share their ideas, talents, and experiences. These gatherings not only foster connection, but also spark innovation and creativity. When we work together, we can tackle complex challenges and drive meaningful change. Let's also recognize the importance of empathy in our collaborative efforts. When we approach collaboration with empathy, we create an atmosphere of trust and understanding. We become more attuned to the needs and perspectives of others, allowing us to build stronger relationships and work more effectively as a team. As we champion collaboration, we must also embrace the power of diversity. Our differences, whether they pertain to race, culture, gender, or experiences, enrich our conversations and broaden our understanding. Diversity is not just a checkbox to tick. It is a source of strength and innovation. When we bring diverse voices to the table, we invite a wealth of ideas and perspectives that can lead to creative solutions. Let's take a moment to reflect on the impact of diversity in our own lives. Who are the individuals whose perspectives challenge our own? How can we seek out and engage with those whose experiences differ from ours? By actively seeking diverse voices, we create a richer dialogue and a more inclusive environment. In our quest for collaboration and diversity, we must also be mindful of our language. The words we choose have the power to uplift or undermine, to build bridges or create barriers. Let's commit to using language that fosters connection, that celebrates our shared humanity, and that encourages open dialogue. As we explore the role of language, let's also consider the significance of storytelling in our efforts to connect. Stories have the power to transcend barriers, to foster understanding, and to inspire action. When we share our stories, we invite others to see the world through our eyes, to empathize with our experiences, and to connect on a deeper level. Consider the impact of personal narratives in our communities. When individuals share their stories of resilience, triumph, and struggle, they create a sense of belonging. These narratives invite others to reflect on their own experiences and recognize that they are not alone. Now let's pivot to the theme of accountability. In our journey toward fulfilling the prophecy for America, we must hold ourselves accountable for our actions and decisions. Accountability is not just about taking responsibility for our mistakes. It is also about recognizing the impact of our choices on others and on our communities. Ask yourself, how can I be more accountable in my life? What commitments can I make to ensure that I am living in alignment with my values? Accountability begins with self-reflection and a willingness to learn from our experiences. It requires us to be honest with ourselves and with others, to acknowledge our shortcomings, and to strive for improvement. As we embrace accountability, let's also remember the importance of supporting one another in this journey. When we hold ourselves accountable, we create a culture where others feel empowered to do the same. Let's encourage open dialogue, provide constructive feedback, and celebrate progress. In our commitment to accountability, we must also recognize the importance of action. It's one thing to acknowledge our responsibilities. It's another to take concrete steps toward fulfilling them. Let's identify specific actions we can take to align our values with our behaviors. Whether it's volunteering in our communities, advocating for change, or simply being present for someone in need, every action counts. Now let's reflect on the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts our perspective and reminds us of the abundance in our lives. When we cultivate gratitude, we foster a sense of connection and appreciation for the people and experiences that shape us. Consider starting a gratitude journal where you can reflect on the moments, people, and experiences you are thankful for. This simple practice can transform your mindset, allowing you to approach challenges with a more positive outlook. Gratitude also strengthens our relationships, as expressing appreciation fosters deeper connections and enhances our sense of belonging. As we embrace gratitude, let's also remember the power of celebration. Celebrating our achievements, no matter how small, reinforces our commitment to our goals and reminds us of our progress. When we acknowledge our successes, we create a culture of positivity and motivation. Now let's shift our focus to the theme of hope. Hope is a powerful force that propels us forward, even in the face of adversity. It is the belief that a better future is possible, that change can happen, and that we have the power to shape our destinies.